everyone. Welcome to Deliberations with Sonya, Season 2. And if you didn't know, now you know, I'm your girl, Sonya Ogletree. Anyway, I am so excited to be back for Season 2. I took a break after episode 10 of Season 1 because whether you know it or not, creating these podcasts and videos and editing and it's more than an ocean. More than an ocean. And anybody that knows me knows I like to do things in a way that is very professional. I ain't no video producer. Come on now, I'm a lot of things, but I am now. Let me take that back. Here I am now, baby. Anyway, the point is I wanted to take the time to tighten up the format, to see what's worked, to deal with a lot of the behind the scenes in regards to programming and SEO and making sure everything is good. Anyway, that is that, and this is this, and here we are in 2024. Yes, it is 2024. It is time for us queens to embrace our power. And I know you might not be ready for it, but I'm going to say it. Deal with our shit. I'm going to tell you. Let me tell you something. People were like, oh, what's the resolution? I don't have no New Year's resolutions. None. Okay? Like I said in my trailer, I don't have a New Year's resolution because I am going to be a beautiful, blessed 55 in about, I don't know, what's the day? 26 days, 27 days, you know what I'm saying? So, as I am entering this place, I have really decided, and I decided like I went all reclusive after I signed off the show. And I just really didn't want to just have anything going on in my mind except for reclaiming my own power. And for those of you that know me, you know that I've been taking care of my mom. You know, she's 85 and she's got some dementia going on, and that's more than an ocean. And then add to that prior to the other year going into the 2022, my oldest son, Jimmy Jam, came home, and when he went through all kinds of craziness, self-inflicted, a lot of it. But anyway, but I love my son. And I'm going to tell you what this reflection is about too. I love my sons. I love my mom. And I am a very loving and caring person, like many of you nurturer queens are. We like to call that the white light. And being a loving, kind, nurturing person, you tend to put yourself last. It's just what you do. Where I decided that things needed to change for me is that I started getting angry with people. Because I was like, you're not showing up for me the way I show up for you. You're not being here for me the way I'm here for you. And I'm going to tell you, I've been married twice. And I must say, both of them, I want to hate, but they both was just, they took care of me. I felt secure, comfort, and maybe I'm spoiled. I don't even know. But they made sure everything was good. Both of them built me houses and took care of me. Like, I've been feeling like a little girl. And then, I got into a couple of relationships with men that did not make me feel secure. So, in dealing with my family and just the weight of that, because I've always had help to deal with the people aspect of life. Make no shame about it, okay? I am not the greatest people. Yeah, I'm about to just show up for you, right? Because I show up for everybody, okay? I got clients still see me. I got clients sending me stuff through the email or still going to my website, which I didn't even know was still up, but the thing still up. My law firm website still getting like 30, 40 people trying to. And I'm like, dude, what? It's like, I'm getting divorced again. Call somebody else. I'll work there no more. Anyway, I digress, as I always do. Anyway, the point is this. I am a very empathic person. And so when I give of myself, I give it all. You know what I mean? Because I don't fuck with you unless I love you. If I don't love you, if you're not somebody who means something to me outside of my DNA strain, I give my all. Okay? And that shit is draining. And I had to learn something because I've been in, anybody know me now. And if you read the book Deal with Shit, which is, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Then I've been in therapy basically since I moved back to Cleveland. I was in what, 2017? Anyway, a bunch of years. And the Lord has blessed me so much. Because aside from the VA, which I hadn't had like a meditation therapist, a psychiatrist, and a psychologist. And I really, over the years, just learned to embrace my part and some of my own shit. So when I wrote the book, Deal with Your Own Shit, that was not the end. Because I was working on a second book and I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this, I'm going to revamp this because people were like, oh, you cussed in the book and the title got a cuss word and blah, blah, blah. And so in my insecure vulnerability, I let myself think that I'm going to redo it. Yeah. Because then, my church people won't be mad at me. And then all of my highfalutin business people won't be like, yeah. I'm gonna make a long story real short. Ain't none of them motherfuckers showing up for me the way I done showed up for them. So let me tell you what we're gonna do. Deal with shit. It's going to be back on the shelves if it ain't already. And my new book, which is actually was going to be a revamp, but as I was writing and as I was doing the research and getting deep into it, I realized that this like the sequel. Just deal with your shit too or something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna title with that. I ain't completely got the title together yet. But let me tell you, because I thought I was dealing with my shit. I finished that book in 2017, 18. I'm going to tell you, that was the beginning of the shit. Because first you have to accept that you have some shit. Deal with your own shit was my shit. It was me accepting that I got some shit. And so moving forward, what I really want to do is to be open and vulnerable about my abilities to get over shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my therapist, I love him to death. But I digress. Get back to the point of about my therapist. Oh my God. When I tell you I love my therapist. And so over the past several months, okay, and this is God is a trip. Let me tell you, praise the Lord. My psychiatrist is amazing. She's a woman and she's from, I think she was born in India. But when I tell you she cool as could be with her husband, her kids, and my meditation therapist. She is an Asian woman. I'm not exactly sure where she's from, but she's all into the whole Zhao, Yang Yang, all that stuff. She taught me that. And my psychologist is a white American woman. And I'm going to tell you each of them at different times. I share my story. They've read my book and encouraged me. And some of it I think originally was like, oh, do some journaling and think about your inner thoughts. However, over the years, I done journaled, wrote a book, got closer to God, created a podcast, writing another book, got a blog coming, doing these YouTubes and Spotify. And my therapists are like telling me they I am sick of these people just VA. They are not doing XYZ and we don't have any help. And so when my therapist told me I am taking a page out of your book and I am going to believe in myself and I got a new job where I'm going to be in management and I'm going to be out. What are you talking about? I just I need you. She's like, I'm gonna tell you that you have to fight for yourself and I'm so proud of you and I'm going to pull myself together because I'm never gonna be. And I feel like shrinking into my chair because I'm like, what? You can't leave me. And then, real quick, let me get to the next part. So, why my psychologist took another job like a month later. So, later this month, I'm supposed to meet with two separate therapists. And what I had to meditate about over the Christmas and Thanksgiving holiday was I think I'm done with that there. And I had to go back through all my Bible study and I had to go back through and look at everything. And I had to look into myself and I had to look into my heart and I had to do all the work. And I had to realize, yeah, I've come far. Far enough that it gave me a little bit of twinkle inside to know that I encourage or empower other women professionals who are constantly marginalized in our professions, no matter how many degrees or doctors you have after your name or before your name or whatever the case may be. And as women, we're not taught to dig into our dark energy. And the fact that they even call it dark energy is just what you a witch. No, I ain't no witch. But you don't want to meet this bitch. Anyway, I digress. So I say all that to say that you want to think of yourself as the why, right? And I know I talked about that in other videos before, but I'm gonna talk about it again. You have to think as you come upon a new year, as you come across a whole new just divine energy and a way to feel and a way to be. Once you enter that, you don't want to mess that up. Don't mucky that up with no funky stuff. I stop being so silly. Anyway, yeah, you don't want to monkey that up. You want to be like, I'm at the place where I want to be. Okay? You want to make sure that you are doing the work to keep yourself grounded. And so, as we enter this year, I am going to start off with a few words of wisdom slash pondering of thought so that instead of worried about a New Year's resolution and what am I going to do and I'm going to lose some weight and I'm going to stop eating sugar and drinking Dr. Peppers or all whatever the case may be for you, right? None of that shit ever sticks. But this needs to stick. Okay? And so, what you want to realize is the sum total of who you are. It shows up in a crisis, honey. And like I said, the year before coming over, dealing with my son and some of the things he was going through, and I'm going to tell you, I ain't never feared for my child's life. Okay? Now he out here with friends, having fun, and smoking marijuana, and got a bad batch, and all everything went hacky-dacky. Okay? And when I tell you, I go to hell and back with gasoline draws on, as my sister used to say. Kick the devil up his arse and pull my baby back out the bullshit. And yes, me and my dark energy, it don't be a little dark energy, it be all dark energy when you fucking with my family. I digress. The point is this: going through times when you realize that it's just you. As Tina Turner said, you don't need another hero. You don't need to know the way home. I can't sing, but anyway, I love to try. Anyway, okay, you don't need another hero. And this is why I want to say, when you're in the most times where you feel down on yourself, or you feel bad about yourself, or you feel like you just can't take anymore, as my mama say, when you reach the end of your rope, tie not in that schmitch. Hold on, okay? Because you have to realize nobody's checking for you the way you checking for them. Nobody. Okay? So you can do one or two things with that fear. Fear. You can do one or two things with that fear. You can use it to grow, or you can use it to get the fuck out of Dodge. And so I just want to impart two directions that you can let your fear take you. You can either forget everything and run, and sometimes that's what you need to do. It's not being a coward. I forget everything and run quite a bit. Because it's like, man, fuck this shit. Ain't nobody got no time for that. But sometimes you gotta know. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard the saying, throwing good money after bad? Okay, that's just like trying to fix a fixer up house and the roof has collapsed all the way down into the basement. Just tear that thing up and start from the bottom. Okay, ain't nobody got no time for that. You know what I'm saying? So forget everything and run type of fear. That's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's the most logical thing to do. And that comes with people. It comes with people, it comes with relationships, it comes with everything. Because like I said, sometimes you gotta look at it. Who is checking for you the way you checking for them? And let me tell you, I'm gonna wrap this all up because my therapist taught me. They're like, girl, you ain't nobody hero. And you know what my therapist always told me, and this is so important. And all of their psychedelic brain smushing they did, they explained to me that Sonya, you took a lot of the characteristics of your dad. Because your dad was always taking care of people. He was taking care of his union people. He was taking care of his workers. He was taking care of your mama. He was taking care of they kids, his kids from the prior wife, and the other kids that he got divorced from their mama. And so I grew up as a responsible person. You got to be here for all these people, and that's what you do. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's a good thing. But it's a good thing the way my dad did it. Because he did it for his family. Whether it was blood or whether they came through marriage. And to this day, Everybody still talk about that man like he could walk on water. You know what I mean? I don't know how he's. You know what I'm saying? He was just saving everybody, being a good man, being there for my mama, being there for his friends. And every now and again, he get to play his saxophone at one of the clubs over on Cedar, Rosales, or one of them places. And that would be his peace. Because Lord knows, we was all living in the same house at one point. It was funny because we had this 3-story house over on 84. And before we went to sleep, we'd be like, good night, John Boy. Good night, Sue Ellen. People all up and down. Anyway, we were a silly family. But we had each other and we had love. And I say all this to say that as you're checking for people, sometimes you need to do the work to say, is this worth it? Is it bringing me peace? Or am I just being taken advantage of because I'm a wonderful, helpful, nurturing, beautiful person? Anyway, I have found in my life that there are times when I have been just angry with people for what I perceived as taking advantage of me. But no, boo, I did that to myself. I did that to myself. And you have to sit back and you have to say you can't hold people responsible for you. It's like you giving out candy to everybody on trick or treat day. Grown ups, grandpas, puppy dogs, squirrels. That candy was only for the kids. But you done gave the candy to everybody. Now you mad because they want that shit. You better stop. Anyway, part 2 of fear is face everything and rise. Say that 2 times. Now you can either forget everything and run, or you can face everything and rise. Or if you're smart with it, you can do them both. Okay? And my whole reflection about New Year's resolutions and all that was, I ain't got time for that. Because I done forgot everything and ran that wasn't good for me. The people that wasn't good for me, the jobs that wasn't good for me, the haters that's constantly hating on me for no reason. And I don't have time for that. And what I learned from my therapist is I don't have to smack nobody. I just get away from you. Because I don't have time for that. I have too much to lose. Aside from going to jail or anything bad, I just don't want to lose my head. Think about it. How many times have you got mad cussing somebody out and they sitting there looking at you because they're a narcissist and they're like, everything you say the opposite. Everything you say, they put it back on you. Everything that you're like, this is not acceptable. Let me tell you, after my book Deal With Your Own Shit, what I realized is I had been spending a lot of time dealing with other people's shit. And even though I had finished my book, I was still dealing with other people's shit because I was trying to make them be happy, make them be safe, make them be. I was with a guy that was just like, I knew wasn't good for me from that job. But I was just like, okay, whatever, this is fun. Let's see where it goes. Wasted at least 3 years, maybe 4. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. Because people will suck the life force out of you. Especially when you have such a bright light to give. The glow up is crazy over here. But you got to think about it. People aren't going to leave you. People aren't going to run away from you. because they're getting too much of a benefit. So you got to be like the Army Airborne. You got to grab your shit and be like, jump out the back of the plane when nobody's looking. The fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You got time to be fucking around with these people. Okay, life is short. Let me tell you, you get one life to live. One. And don't nobody go in that casket with you. You go by yourself. So, as I wrote in my book, you gotta ask yourself, self, do I want to go to an early grave dealing with people that are not in my immediate DNA stream? Think about that. So, what you do is you let your fear push you to grow, push you to come up with your goal, and then analyze the things that are in front of you. And then determine where are the obstacles. Okay, what are the obstacles? What are the options? What are you going to do with that? And this is a business practice thing in regards to like professional development, etc. But it has its practical applications in everyday life. The acronym for GROW, GROW, is goal, reality, options, obstacles, and the will or the win. And you have to think about it. It is in those times that we are in the most horrific times of our lives that we are blessed with an opportunity to grow. And so in those moments, you look and you analyze where you are, where you're going, where you want to be. You set your goals. And for me, for instance, my goal is to take my podcast and my writing viral, finish my books, and one day become a prize winning author, an activist. Yes, I have to add that activist part because of the political part. Anyway, I digress. The point is this. And so you look at it like, what are the things that are keeping me from my goal and my reality? And those things were really just taking care of others more than I take care of myself. Because those things, taking care of others, although even family members, you have to take care of yourself. You can't live. Let me tell you something. I told my brothers this because they are. Oh, I ain't gonna talk about them. But when it comes to taking care of my mom, y'all know how brothers are. Useless. And I'm gonna tell you, over the Christmas Thanksgiving, I deuced out on everybody. Yeah, fuck you. Because I was so tired. And I said to myself, self, if you was dead, they'd figure it out. So I was like, I need some me time. My therapist done flew the cute. Make sure I don't pop off. You know, I have a heart attack or something. And those were things that my therapist had encouraged me to do. But I ain't doing it. You be like, it's my family. Doing that was one of the best things I've done for myself since the boys moved out. It really was. Because even though I was more free and less responsibilities, I was running ragged, dealing with them, my family members. And then I realized that this is not working. And so what you do is you have to look at, stop judging yourself. Because we judge ourselves when we don't show up for everybody else. They don't judge themselves. They sure don't. They don't care when they don't show up for you. And so what you realize is I am my own hero. I have the courage, the integrity, the voice, the discipline, and the opportunity to make anything happen that I want to happen. And in doing that, you empower your soul. You realize that You don't need another hero. You, the hero. I'm the hero. You, the hero. We, the heroes. The Queen Crusaders, we're the heroes. And if you don't think you're a hero, just look at your family members, look at your children, your cat, your dog, your husband, your neighbors, your friends, okay? And pat yourself on the damn back, okay? Because you're so busy saving everybody, you're going to have a damn heart attack and you ain't going to be able to save yourself. And I want to impart that upon the universe today. Every day, God grants me another day to breathe on this earth, gives me clarity and strength to know that I can grow into my divine purpose. You better ask somebody. And so what I'm gonna do, y'all, this topic is serious. So I have some other things that I want to discuss. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready to cut this short because I don't want to do the hour shows not that often. I'll do them with guests, but not with just me blabbering on about me. However, there is so much more in regards to the discussion about grabbing your own self out of the fire. Sometimes you got to deal with your own shit. Number one, you got to be your own hero. Number two, and you have to have the confidence to know that you can do both. Okay? God ain't put you here to actualize your life for other people, even your children and your mom and your parents. This growth you have to do internally. Okay? And like I said, stop judging yourself. Because truth be told, come on now, we watch social media and the Surgeon General and all them people. Most people in America today are unhappy. They're unhappy with their lives. They're unhappy with themselves. And it doesn't matter if they're rich or poor, broke, privileged, unprivileged, beautiful, not beautiful. It doesn't matter. Okay? People are judging themselves amongst everybody else. And what I want to encourage you to do, and that's what this episode, that's what this show is about today. It's about valuing yourself, finding your inner strength for yourself. Don't let nobody, don't take no wooden nickels. You know how the Queen Crusader, I've been telling y'all every episode, don't take no wooden nickels. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, you can't sit around worrying about nobody else. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Because I'm going to tell you, like I said, most people in this world aren't happy. And that creates a certain amount of animosity towards us happy people. And I can be just so thankful that I was afforded an opportunity to even have therapy peoples. I even had a relationship therapist. And I had the ex that I was messing with go to the therapist with me. And that man told him, you got to be crazy. Ain't no woman putting up with this shit. And I was like, what? I'm betting 1,000 over here. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time to realize, shit, ain't nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with y'all crazy asses. Because I ain't putting up with that shit. Okay? No. Let me see what you can do. Roll up out my life. Because I don't need no hero. I can do bad all by myself. And I don't never do bad by myself. I'm always winning when I bet on me. And you know what? You too will realize that. Okay? Because I've always accomplished. I've always won. I've always met the standard and exceeded the standard. And I've always come up on top by myself. And that's the glow up. Anyway, I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe, share, and for those of you on my podcast, like, subscribe, and share on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcast. But you go on Spotify, look at the video podcast. I'm gonna need y'all to like and share because we're gonna be doing episodes twice a week. This because there's just so much going on that I'm gonna alternate between social justice politics, relationships, and self love. Anyway, this has been Deliberations with Sonya. I love y'all. I miss y'all. Oh my God, I got to like almost 200 subscriptions. And I know for some people, I heard that's not a lot. Shit is a lot for me. I got 10 episodes. So, and we're going to continue to grow. So, y'all keep liking, subscribing, sharing. And if you want to be on the show, I'm really going to do the lives again because Lord knows sometimes that's a technological nightmare. Anyway, just hit me up in the inbox and I will see you guys Tuesday because our episodes are showing Tuesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock. Sometimes could be a little closer to 8, you know what I'm saying? Depends on the editing schedule. However, Happy New Year to all my queens. Love you and catch you next week. Have a good one. And me and my mouse be all over.